Minasan, konnichiwa, Jotaku Jodas, and welcome to my Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid 3 Abridged. So I'm going to cut some content and cut it's going to be a super speedy run, as speedy as I can make it. Well, it's like an abridged, so I'm going to cut certain scenes, but it won't leave the story. You'll still understand the story. So if you're aware of my Metal Gear Solid Let's Play, the first one on PlayStation 1, I did that as well. So, and here's Metal Gear Solid 3. Sorry, I've got a cold, so forgive me if I sound really different right now. Hopefully it goes away sooner than later. But yeah, this Metal Gear Solid 3, I remember first playing this game. First, I seen this on a demo disc, the opening cutscene, and I freaking loved it. Honestly, I freaking loved it. To me, this felt like a next generation game. This game was on PS2. You couldn't put this game on a PlayStation 1 or Sega Saturn or Nintendo 64. No, you could not put this game with this high graphical fidelity, and oh my god, it's just so just enjoy my commentary and
You're
my
already
gameplay.
in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
So here we go, our first little gameplay. Apparently, the start of this game is a bit cutscene heavy, but it's trying to set up the storyline and the prologue of it, the virtuous mission. It's kind of like a tutorial level. That's what this is. So yeah, it's a bit cutscene heavy. I'm just wondering how I'm gonna cut it down, and I don't even think I'm gonna cut the Ocelot introduction because it's just so integral to the Metal Gear Solid timeline and story.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic?
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days.
You gotta be
hours.
You've lost weight.
someone to
Just by
somebody
the sound of my voice.
for them to
course I
remember
can.
how long you've
I know
gone,
all
to
about
count
you.
the days
Really?
and hours.
Well, I don't know anything about you.
That's like
What's
crazy.
that supposed to mean?
I couldn't get this relationship. I was like,
disappear on
what
me all
is
of a
this?
sudden?
It's not. They're not
I was on a
lovers.
top secret mission.
Like they have a deep connection.
You didn't need me anymore.
Like there's something
But
he
there were still
really.
so many things I
I
wanted
mean,
you
I
to
kind of
teach me.
understand it. Like when
No,
you look up to
I
a
taught you
hero,
everything
and
you
you know,
needed to know about
someone
fighting
who's really
techniques.
saved your life,
I
and
taught you all I could.
I get that.
The rest you
But I'm
needed to
thinking like
learn on
maybe
your
this is
own.
like they're like
Techniques, sure.
soulmates or
What
something.
about
I don't
how
know.
to
There's
think like a
something
soldier?
for Snake to
think like a
act the way
soldier?
he does
I
with
can't
the
teach you
boss.
that.
There's more to it than
A
just
soldier
a
needs to be strong
a
in spirit,
daughter-son
body, and
relationship.
technique.
As
And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique
It's
doesn't
deep.
even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
this
I
is
do
some
whatever
deep
I have
stuff.
to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms.
Not even
constantly
15 minutes
changing
into
with
the game,
times.
and we're getting like deep
As long
philosophical,
as we have loyalty to the
deep
end,
conversation.
there's no point in believing
Love it.
in
It's just like,
anything,
wow, where is
even
this?
in those we love.
What was
And
that? I was
that's
like a
the way a soldier's
14-year-old
supposed to
boy just
think.
being blown
The
away when I
only
played this
thing we
game.
can
I was like,
believe
whoa,
in with absolute
this is
certainty
crazy.
is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes,
It's good to hear your voice again.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
All right, let's get going.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Why is that a meme? Why has that become a meme? Like people just spout that line.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Finally, now we can get into the nitty-gritty stuff. Yes. Here we go. Still the tutorial stage though. Yeah, they should be using code names. They should be. Like, stop saying his name Jack and start using Snake like you're supposed to. Now, when I first played this part, very first time I sank into quicksand. I didn't know it was quicksand. I was just walking aimlessly and I'm like, oh no, and I ended up drowning. But, you know, it's like, I ended up doing it in the end. Like, trial and error. I like it. It's something special and magical when you play this game for the first time. It is. It's one of the... It's so cool. I think I can vouch for everyone who's ever played this game that when we first played this game, we crouched. We looked at the camo index and we were like, okay, that's like, I'm invisible now, so I will crawl because I'm completely invisible. And we all crawled. Our first playthrough, everyone did it. Our first playthrough, we just crawled all the way through it because we didn't want to get caught. That's how we played. And it was really slow and sluggish. But I played it like that. I'm sure many people played it like that. And it was cool. I like it. It was alright. But when you realize, oh, what's the distance? It's knowing the distance and how the camo index works. And so I think the lower your camo index, the more they can, I think the cone visions or whatnot or whatever, they get to see you more. It becomes bigger. So I fluffed that up. Like, they're kind of camouflaged. I'll be honest, I'm kind of struggling seeing them sometimes. I'm like, I can't even see them. Like, that really, the olive drab provides pretty decent camo. I'm like, what the hell is everything? All right. I love that. I just love the idea of just, you know, we shoot the hornet's nest or the bees come out or hornets, whatever. We get the honey. And I forgot what it is. It's actually quite nice. I like it. You know, those honeycomb stuff. I love it. Like, you know, fresh. The fresh stuff. I love it. I like honey. When you fight those guys just run off. Don't know why I always struggle around this part, and this is kind of like the first part of the game where you feel a bit, you know, you're trying to understand it. So what I do here, like some people, we just try and distract the dude and he starts moving towards. I just shot him anyway because trank him easier. All this ammo is just going to go away real soon. It's a really simple tutorial stage. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's still, you know. I gotta be careful. Sometimes I don't... it's been ages since I played it. You know, it's been a long time since I played this game. Like, I can't even remember the last time I played it. I think it was 2012? Not 2012. Was it 2012? Oh, God. Has it really been that long? Dying, I think it has. No, it can't be 2012. 2020, I think, maybe? I can't remember. It's been a while. Like, I'm totally forgetting the action buttons. I'm like, the controls. I just went straight into it. And when you go from Metal Gear Solid 1 to Metal Gear Solid 3, it's like, okay, wait, like, first person controls changed and everything. I can do more stuff in this. I'm like, okay.
Huh? What's that sound?
That's good. The birds flew away and it's distracted this dude. So we're just going to, like, stomp on him. Simple. there we go. Simple. First time I tried that, it was so difficult. Like, I struggled when I first played this part when I was like 14 years old. But it's all trial and error, and you just kind of get better at this game. I don't know why, but I don't like this cutscene. I know, it just kind of irks me a little bit. I know, it just feels weird.
Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him. Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.